Alright, this is going to be a different start. We're going to actually use this garage, which has a very sharp turn. Not liking that much. So it goes underneath, and there should be a thingy here, and there is. Good. Alright, we got a machine here where we can slap the button.
Please wait. Take the ticket. Welcome.
Alrighty, let's see what this is all about. Should have the lights on. So it's pretty claustrophobic. And I found the elevator, but can I back up? Well, no one's here, so we can back up. I want to be right... Oh, never mind. Never mind. I see the arrows, they go the opposite way. Okay. We can turn this way, then we can go the other way, and we'll be right in... I mean, almost smack dab in front of the elevator. And then right in front of us is the lower level, which we will not need. Now the question arises is, where the heck is the second elevator if there's an elevator 1? I don't know. I'm not sure. But one thing I do know for sure is that there seems to be an elevator shaft that goes underground where the hotel is. So perhaps we'll park right next to the handicapped spot. And a little more. Okay, I think we're good enough. There. Alright, so we're parked. Time to get out of the car and look around a little bit if we can. And yeah, it's complaining my headlights are on. Good. Alright, so this is the new garage. This time we're actually here, and yes, it's a somewhat expensive day because I did pay to park at Major Taylor. Those elevators are in such a condition, I don't trust them. See, elevator to Plaza, which is that one right there. So this is what a floor looks like. Since I am a customer, and I know that way, that's a stairwell. And I do have a sneaking suspicion that at least the second elevator is indeed behind that wall right there, because the hotel that's being built across the street from it actually has an elevator shaft, and I'm not sure if it had 2 elevators or an elevator and a stairwell. But there we go. Best that we can see, this section is cordoned off, and I'm sure it is at the bottom as well. So what I'm gonna do is almost start at the exact same point we normally do, and that's where we will pick this up. Oh look, compact. Well, guess where I parked? Right there instead. We're not going to go all the way down. It's literally just the same crap, including the other piece that's still completely wrapped up. Again, this is what actually the completed building sort of looks like. Again, boarded or cordoned off entry there. And that 2-story section used to be the stores to the Galleria Mall, and the street was literally where the mall was. And the underneath here, of course, is the garage. And underneath the street is actually what is called the catacombs. I believe they still exist. Anyway, one of the reasons why we skipped April, outside of having no time, is I wanted you to see this garden in its beauty, because in April it was still the same. More than not, it was more time. But here we go. Finished. I think it looks nice. It's not bad looking. And you can see that they have this these jagged granite blocks. That's for some aesthetics and to keep skateboarders from, you know, from shredding where they shouldn't be shredding. And this is all in front of the former Galleria parking garage. There used to be 2 more sections of it where the Unum building is there. And then right where it ends there was about 40% of it, and another 60 went way down that way. So we got some very young vines here that are going to ultimately screen the entry to the garage that we just came in from. We got metered parking along the side of this road. So let's take a look at this a little more. Some more greenery. Apparently low maintenance stuff, which works quite well actually. And similar walkway that I just went down. And again, some more of that anti-skateboarding granite blockage there in front of where I got out to shoot this. And the elevator has a weird smell to it today. It smells like weed killer, believe it or not. So I mean, there's not really much to see. We got this big green space, which we've already shown you. Same things here. But we do have this area with some nice steel park benches. Look at that one. And then we'll look at the other one. Now this is not going to end at the same spot we usually do, because there was something that happened, or should I say that is opened, that I did not notice. That's part of this whole thing. And here's some more. And yappity, 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 copyright, yappity, yappity. Thank you, YouTube, for making things impossible. That's why Facebook video is getting more popular, in spite of not being able to make money off it. Anyway, here's the hotel that's being built. It is actually it's another wooden fire trap, but most of the interior walls are steel. That I just don't get this, because there's 5 similar developments, this included, very similar, and they look almost exactly alike. In fact, I bet they are from the same construction company. 2 of them had construction accidents and they burnt down in a giant inferno. Fortunately, this place looks like it's built long, has gone long enough that the sheathing's now pretty much all covered. And hopefully there'll be sprinklers inside. As if there isn't, I wouldn't want one of these. I'm sorry, guys. Again, there's the hotel from this side. And that's the common corner. I don't know if you can see in or not, but yeah, you can see that the joists are made of wood. So that's a firebox. The main structure is steel. So that's a firebox there. 145frontapartments.com. I hope they have sprinklers, because like I said, if they don't, I wouldn't want one here. This is pretty much a disaster waiting to happen. All to save a buck. Anyway, here's the St. Vincent Cancer and Wellness Center. And they share that parking garage with Unum, although a very small piece of it. Doesn't matter, you can use the new parking garage instead if you rather that. And it all looks nice, don't get me wrong, but come on, it's made of wood? I mean, it is. This whole thing, the main structure outside of the very first floor here towards the bottom, the main structure is wood. And two of these developments of the exact same nature burnt down to the ground, and the firefighters talk about how horrific it was to battle it. So imagine something the size of the former Galleria Mall up in flames all at once. Yay! Anyway, since there is some architectural detail to look at, instead of walking on this side of the street that I normally do, we're going to actually cross so you can see it better. And here we are on this side. And we got some children's music playing in the background, but that's not too bad. Very faint at this point. This is what the front looks like. And like I said, now we're on the opposite side of the street because there is something to look at. Kind of repeats the image that was on the other side. So, there we go. Storefronts, they don't have their look yet. And over there is the residential parking garage, which I think looks a bit tiny for all of this. And not to mention the firebox that we're coming up to. We'll be back in a moment. Here we are on the other side of the parking garage, and what you can kind of see right there, probably the only firewall in this whole thing. And here's a brand new 5-story fire trap. So you can see, if we can zoom into the windows and it works, it's all wood. Just a disaster waiting to happen. I'm paying attention to a crosswalk and not cars. I mean, alright, here's the other side of the firebox they're building. And an offshoot, which has nothing to do with this Mercantile Center, which I still call City Square in the videos for continuity. There's Homeward Suites Hilton right there. I thought it was a Holiday Inn, that's what I heard it was going to be, but it ain't. Supposedly that's open now. Anyway, we come to this firebox because I'm scared to think of something going wrong like they did in two other very similar developments. Now I'm kind of in the street a little bit. Right here they only got 2 of the floors put on. And probably, I'm overshooting because I wasn't looking at the camera. There's probably another floor going there. There's supposedly going to be 5. Another loud bit of music we got to go over. Good enough. All wood. Scary. And this road here, still closed. It's for construction only. Oh, look at all those manifolds on the side of the building. Interesting. Here's 2 sides here. We got a steel section there, probably the only thing steel outside of the riveted, so-called riveted section. They're all nails that hold up the truss work. There's the hotel again. And the Worcester Armory was going to buy the church and make it a museum. Things fell through, and well, it's at some point this building is going to be knocked down. So that's what we got right now. Well, there was nothing new in 100 Front Street. It is under construction. There is a new office that opens directly to where it dumps out from the high rise. There it is. To that building there. The Monty Mutt, as the elevator geeks will know, is not accessible at this point. Anyway, I did not show you that a restaurant opened up here, and this is how we're going to end this video, is in front of the Unum Bank, and they're leasing space. You got the United Bank there, and there's the Jimmy John's. Rumor mill had it that it was supposed to be a restaurant on the 7th floor of the building, but that'll do. And now I will say this is the end for now. George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.